Hi everybody, thought I'd give you a real quick update on the progress I've been making on the camper van. What I've done now is I put a frame inside the window and the sliding door, side door, and the reason I did that was so that I could put this blind in there, and that gives me the ability to have privacy. That's a view of it from the outside. And what I actually did is taped off the window and put paint on the inside so that it would meet right up to where my frame was going to be. And what I plan on doing is covering that with plexiglass, and it's going to allow me to completely insulate my van. Now I've started packing the door completely full of insulation, packing it around everything. Then the next step is just to make my covers that go over the area, and I've got both covers made here that go over it. And then I have to start making the cover that goes around the window, and I got it all cut out and painted, and got them all painted and put up, and there's the final look of it. I think it turned out looking really sharp. It's amazing the way it turned out. So what I've done here is I've completely enclosed everything, got it all capped off, and this has plexiglass which creates a space between the inside and the outside, that there's an air space in there, and what that allows is it creates the ability to have the window and be able to see in and out, but still have the double pane type of insulation where it'll still hold heat or air conditioning really well because it's double pane. Remember in a previous video I talked about how the windows in vehicles weren't really designed for long periods of time to hold heat and hold air conditioning. You know, if you look at these back ones, you know, I haven't done anything to these yet. That's just one pane of glass. It's just one pane of glass is all it is, both sides, and that's the way that this one was, just one pane of glass. And you know, you're stuck with either having to throw some sort of heavy insulated thing over it and then you can't look out, or just losing all that heat or all that air conditioning. And so what I've made it possible to do is to still use it as a window. If you want privacy, you can close your shades and have privacy, but it's totally insulated. I stuffed every single inch of this door with this fiberglass insulation, and you can see I got it stuffed all down on the sides too. Up here there was no way to stuff any insulation, and I used the spray foam in there, and it looks pretty nasty, but this is all going to be covered over. There's going to be like a paneling running across here. You won't even see any of that. It'll look pretty when I'm all done. But came out, I think I'm pretty excited about it. Looks awesome. So I did throw a couple coats of paint on my partition doors here, my sliding doors, and just waiting on some other rollers. What I had to do is order some new rollers. You know, the ones that I put in here, the groove just isn't deep enough, and man, you hit a bump and instantly it pops out off the track, and that's just not going to work out for me. So I had to order some other wheels. You see, I can't even get it back on there straight. I had to order some other wheels with some deeper grooves so that it'll stay on the track whenever whenever you hit a bump. See, I just accidentally knocked it off the track. It's just, it ain't working with these little wheels that I originally bought. Luckily, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on them. But I did order some bigger ones with some deeper grooves on Amazon, and I don't know why these ones were able to be here the next day, and just a little bit bigger. It's taken them a month to get here, so that's Amazon for you. You never know. It's kind of a hit or miss, I guess. I did got my motor hooked up. This is a actually came off of, it's an old wheelchair lift that I had sitting around. I don't need anymore, and it's designed so the motor will either push in or pull out this thing that's on a it's on a band. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rig it up so that hold on. I'm gonna rig it up so that when there'd be like a spring that's trying to always pull the doors shut, and that spring will hold them shut. And what this will do is it'll come around and hook over a pulley, and when it starts pulling in, it will pull this door open. When that happens, I'm going to have a line hooked on here that runs across and around another pulley, and it will pull this door open. So just with one motor pulling, it will pull both the doors open, and they'll hold open until the motor starts running in the other direction, and then the spring will pull them back closed again. And that's my plans anyways. I've already got some switches that are reverse polarity switches. You can wire it up so that when you push them one way, it runs your motors polarity one direction. When you push them the other way, it runs them the other. And they're cool because they're LED lighted, and so they're going to be built into the wall. Just this little switch you push one way and it'll open the doors, push another way and it'll close. And I got two of them so that you'll be able to do it from both sides, either from the cab side or from the back area. But that about wraps it up for video for today. I appreciate you guys watching, and I just pray that you have a blessed day in Jesus.